Alright, boys and girls, welcome to Goran Guitar. I'm performing here in south of France. I'm gonna play here for at least 1 week or maybe more. Not sure how long you're gonna follow me here, but anyway, I'm sitting here enjoying beautiful, perfect sunny weather, and I'm gonna perform Sebastián Yatra and HUMBE's Templo de Piceas. Pardon my pronunciation. Let's go into the playing, and it sounds something like this. Alright, so this is live and I'm gonna teach you how to play it. So let's go into the chords as we usually do. And I think we have 7 chords, yes. So let's start with the D major 7. I'm gonna warn you, we have a lot of bar chords here. So D major 7, you place your index finger here on the 5th fret and you push down 5 strings if you count from bottom up like this. Then you need to add 7th on D, 6th on G, and 7th on B. That's a D major 7, over to the B minor 7. Okay, another bar chord. You place the index finger on the 2nd fret, 5 strings again, and then you need to add 4th on D and 3rd on B. The next chord is the E7 sus2, a long name, easy chord. So you keep that bar on 2nd fret, this time only 4 strings from bottom up like this. Then you need to add 4th on G, and 3rd on B. We have the A6, and that's still a bar on the 2nd fret. You push down 4 strings if you count from bottom up, and then you also incorporate the open A string. So that's open A, and then 2nd on D, G, B, and E. That's the A6 chord. Next, over to the F sharp minor. We have a short little bar on the 2nd fret still. We are a lot on this 2nd fret with bars. So you're gonna bar 3 strings now, the E, B, and G on the 2nd fret. And then you also incorporate the 4th fret D string. Then we have the A minor chord. And we're gonna use a bar here as well because of what the next chord is. So it's convenient to have as a bar. So 5th fret now, you push down all strings there, and then you need to add 7th on A and 7th on D. And the final chord is the G chord. And why not continue with that bar theme? So we're gonna place the index finger on the 3rd fret, you push down all strings there, and then you need to add 5th on A, 5th on D, and 4th on G. All right, so there we have all the tools. Now let's go into the pattern I'm using here for the strumming. So I'm using kind of a picking pattern. You can use downs as well. I'm gonna show you how. So 1 round, if you go to the 1st chord, D major 7 goes like this. Okay, so you're gonna work with bass and then answer with the top notes. So bass note is basically the notes that goes darkest basically for all of these chords. So for D major, the B minor, and that's it, goes on the 5th string. Then on this E7 chord we're using for this chord, but also the F sharp minor, we have it on the 4th D string, and for A minor and G, we have it on the 6th string. So there you have all the bass notes for each and every chord. And then I answer with the last 3 strings, mostly the E, B, and G string. And this is not like a rule. You can also go up 1 string or play only 2 strings, and so the most important thing here is to play a bass note and then answer with some higher notes from the actual chord. So that is how it works. So let's go back to that D major 7 and play. You're gonna play bass note first, in this case the A string, and then I play this D, G, and B actually for this chord. I think that sounds better, but you can also go down and play the G, B, and E. Since it's from the actual chord, it works well. So bass, top, and then comes the clap. And then you pick the bass and top notes together. And then you end with a clap. So it's bass, top, clap, and pick all, and then clap. Like this. Bass, top, clap, pick, and clap. So that is one round. Let's go into the verse and pre-chorus play. It's played in the same way. So you're gonna play D major 7 for 2 rounds. Then you go to the B minor 7, play 2 rounds. Then you have the E7, 2 rounds. And then you have the A6, 2 rounds. And that just rolls through the verse and the pre-chorus. Then at 40 seconds in, we have the first chorus played. It's played only 2 times in the song. So it's at 40 seconds in and at 2 minutes and I believe 20 seconds in. That's the 2 timestamps you need to know about when it comes to the chorus. Algo que me fascina. I think that is where we are in the lyrics. Now, we have the F sharp minor 2 on that chorus play. Then we have the B minor 7, 2. Then comes the special part here where you play the A minor and D major 7. So you're gonna play the A minor, 1 full round first. And then on the second round, you play almost the second full round, but you skip the last clap there. So you play bass, top, clap, and everything together. And instead of playing the clap, you go down to the D major 7 and play 1 pick there. So the A minor and D major goes like this. And then you finish off with 1 on G. And then 1 on the A6. Sometimes on that A6, in this chorus part, you play just 3 downs and a pause, like. And then you go back to the verse and pre-chorus play. On both these 2 chorus parts, or timestamps, you're gonna play only 1 round of that F sharp round. And then you go back to the main part, which is the D major, B minor, E7, and A6. And guess what, guys? That is how you handle Sebastián Yatra and HUMBE's Templo de Piceas. Don't ask me what that means. It's just a great song. So yeah, again, hope you will follow me here in this French week. We're gonna do this together, guys, in beautiful weather. And I hope I can kind of translate the good feeling I have here through the camera and to you guys. Anyway, that is how you handle it. Good luck and play tuned.